Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. We have made it to our Friday Eve. We have made it to almost the weekend. It's not quite the weekend, but we have almost made it to the weekend here on News in Motion. If you are tuning in live with us at 7:25 a.m., we just want to say good morning to you. If you are watching the replay, whether that be in the afternoon, the evening, or in the nighttime, we just want to say thank you for tuning in to News in Motion. If this is your first time tuning in to News in Motion, you're asking yourself, what is News in Motion and where can I find it? First off, we can be found on LinkedIn, YouTube, or any audio or podcast platforms. And News in Motion is a news media outlet with relevant commentary and call to action. Today we have our community town hall Thursdays. Now, y'all know the rules with these town hall Thursdays, right? The moment y'all stop talking in the chat, the session is over. All right, we done. We finito. We getting up out of here. Okay, so y'all need to keep the comments coming. Keep the questions. Ask the questions. It's important to ask questions to keep yourself informed and ask for the resources as well. All right. So the moment y'all stop talking in the chat, News and Motion, we going off the air. All right. I don't make the rules around here. I'm just the messenger, okay? But hey, keep the questions, keep the comments coming, all right? Be sure that you invite some friends too. Let them know that you're tuning in to News in Motion. Tell them to hop on over to YouTube. We'll put the link in the chat. Whatever you need, we got you, all right? We got you. But also let us know where you're tuning in from and how you are doing on this Thursday morning, this Throwback Thursday, whatever you want to call it. For those tuning in through audio, keep your eyes on the road. But we thank you for turning your dials to NIM today. Good morning to you, Miss Sardinia. Good morning to you, Miss Adrian. Good morning, Miss Shirley Nicholson, Miss Deborah Johnson. Y'all running up in here. I see y'all. Most of y'all probably got your coffee, your biscuits, your bagels, your everything. What's y'all go-to bagel? That's the question of the day. What is y'all go-to bagel? Do y'all like a blueberry or everything? Like a plain bagel with just some cream cheese? Like what? That's the question of the day as we get ready for our town hall Thursday, Community Town Hall Thursday. Good morning to my mama, Miss Latrice Jones. Good morning, Miss Regina Shorts. Good morning, Miss Yvonne Gardner. Good morning to my father, Mr. Fred Jones. And good morning to you, Miss Marion Jackson. Y'all are ready for this Town Hall Thursday. And Miss Yvonne Gardner says she likes cinnamon raisin. Ooh, that's an underrated bagel right there. We'll get more to that in a moment, right after this brief intro.
Motion.
Listen here, everybody. My nephew, listen, Isaiah, when you become rich and famous, don't forget your auntie because you did very well with that intro all the way live. I also see Deborah Johnson in here. Davey is in here. I knew Davey would be in here because we were already communicating early this morning. Latrice Jones says the everything bagel is the best. I don't like that one. It's too many mixtures of things in there. Regina Shorts, you're on it with me, sister. Cinnamon crunch with that hazelnut cream cheese. Oh, to die for. Shirley Nicholson said ditto cinnamon crunch. Adrian said the everything bagel with butter. Dr. Antoinette, good morning to you. Yes, Marion. Isaiah was awesome intro. All right, y'all, let's get to it. Today is going to be different. As I shared with you all, we're going to make it more light. We have some heavy news, but not much of that. But everything that we do, there's going to be a question. So there's going to be a town hall aspect to it. And as Isaiah shared, and I do make the rules, once the chat goes quiet, we're out of here. We're going to just start our 2-week break a little early. Don't forget, y'all, we're here. This is it. And then we're away for 2 weeks. I said 2 days. Wow. 2 weeks. 2 weeks we are away. But it's all good. It's all good. If y'all remember, beginning of Lent, beginning of Ash Wednesday, I gave a call to action and that is coming to an end. It was for 40 days, and I asked all of you for 40 days, not just things you don't want, but an item a day, put in a basket or whatever. Identify a local shelter, home, nonprofit organization, whatever that is, and then prepare to deliver that on Good Friday. So hopefully all of you have been doing that. Somebody did email me and ask, hey, could I just do, like, if I decide to do $1 a day and deliver $40? Absolutely, that works as well. So make sure you do that. I just wanted to remind you of all of that. All right, y'all, we're not having again our regular town hall meeting today. It's going to be more like a lifestyle community type town hall. I told you already that we're going to be on break after today. Please encourage your friends and family to subscribe to this YouTube. As Devontae shared with you all earlier this week, that helps monetize. If people, and money's not coming from you, but it will be coming from the YouTube platform. As we continue to increase our subscribers, there's opportunity for the channel to be monetized. So please think about that as well. Then the other thing is, this is the last week to order Inspire, a call to action from my website. It'll still be on the website, but let me get through this whole thing, where you will receive a personalized note and my signature. Friday's it. It will be up on Amazon sometime later today, which will also be Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, Target, Walmart, Walgreens, you name it. Whatever retailer out there, we're putting that, we're hitting that button today, so it will go live to all those platforms. That's the hardback book. Those books won't be signed. You won't even have a signature in there, because they'll be coming directly from Ingram, which is a distribution center. Ingram supplies books to all book retailers, and that's what we go through. But now, if you still order it from my site after Friday, I will still sign it, but it will not have a personalized note. So if you're thinking about having that, and then in the comment section, I believe there's a comment section you can put on there. If not, yeah, I'm sure you can put a comment in the form. In the comment section, if you want the book to go to someone else, put the name of the someone else in the comment section. I'm almost sure Molly designed the form for that to happen. If not, just email me and say, hey, I ordered a book. Can you please sign that one to whoever you want it to be signed to? So I wanted to let you all know that. And then also mark your calendars for May the 4th. May the 4th. I'm so happy to be partnering with Davia on this. Y'all, I'm going to promote the heck out of her and her show. So you prepare to be sick of me, right? Is that what the young lady says? Just be prepared. But y'all, that show is phenomenal, and it's time for us to back her, support her, so that national platforms will recognize her and that she will have these major opportunities. And I want us to do that for our community, for our sister, to get her out there. So I'm so happy that she'll be partnering with me when doing that. That's May the 4th. The time and details and all that will soon follow. So let's get started with today's news and lifestyle headlines. First, what is this all about? The Washington Post reports that the U.S. District Judge Aileen M. Cannon, who is overseeing Donald Trump's pending trial on charges that he mishandled classified documents, has ordered defense lawyers and prosecutors to outline a proposed jury instruction based on two scenarios, each of which badly misstates the law and facts of the case, according to legal experts. Now, here's a quote. A quote says, in my 30 years as a trial judge, there you go, Kim Edmondson, I was just thinking about you. I have never seen an order like this, who served on the federal bench. Jeremy Fogel, who served on the federal bench in California and now runs the Berkeley Judicial Institute. More and more experts, retired attorneys, judges, and so forth are saying, what is this? So that's how she's handling this. So pay attention to that. We're going to keep an eye on that as things unfold. Y'all, in North Carolina, like, somebody say what? And I really want to hear from you. on this. Y'all, Axios is reporting along with so many others, CNN and others. Michelle Morrow, remember that name in North Carolina. She has upset the incumbent superintendent, Catherine Truitt, in the Republican primary earlier this month, and is now drawing national attention. And I had seen this earlier, but I wasn't real sure, and I wanted to fact check it. It is fact, y'all. I just want y'all to follow this. This is who we're putting in office. Like, what are we doing here? So she had a lot of past comments over the past about previous presidents. She's also was at the Capitol on January the 6th at participating in the insurrection. Now, between 2019 and 2020, Michelle Morrow posted multiple times on social media about executing Democratic officials, including Governor Roy Cooper, former President Barack Obama, and at that time he was Vice President Joe Biden. And then in 2020, she went after Joe Biden. Now, Axios is saying, people are coming out saying we cannot have this type of violent rhetoric. But y'all, just want y'all to know this is who they want to select to run the schools in North Carolina as the superintendent. Say what? So I had to be nosy, Yvonne. So I had to go find some of these tweets because she's not taking them down. No, she's not. So if you just go to Twitter and look for Michelle Morrow, and you will find this. I prefer a pay-per-view of him, and then she has former President Obama in an electric chair. Like, she took him where he's leaning over like the oval desk, desk in the Oval Office, but behind she has like clip art or whatever of him sitting in a electric chair. And she's saying, I prefer a pay-per-view of him in front of the firing squad. What? So then she has another picture of him in front of a firing squad. She goes, I do not want to waste another dime on supporting his life. We could make some money back from televising his death. We do this? This is what we do. And then she has hashtag Obamagate. Wait a minute. Why isn't she in jail, somebody? Isn't that domestic terrorism? And isn't that threatening at that point a sitting president? Like, how did she get away with this? Yes, Latrice Jones, why isn't she in jail? Yes, Adrian, an election denier. This is her. This is Michelle Morrow, ladies and gentlemen. And she's running. So she ousted in the primary the former Republican superintendent. Now she's running against the Democrat person, and we will see in November who wins that seat. Wow. You said, how do you spell her name? She is Michele Morrow, Morrow. Yes. So I thought I'd put that out there, y'all. So here's the superintendent talking about executing former President Barack Obama and also executing the current president. So this is what's happening. Yes, Regina, why isn't this considered treason? Like, what? Dr. Antoinette, lock her up. Like, what is happening? Yeah, Yvonne, I'm pretty nosy. I went looking for this. I said, this can't be true. This can't be true. It's there. Marion says, I think she don't want to be the judge on the former guy's case, which is why she's trying to find a way to be removed. Yo, you went to the judge for the document hearing. Y'all, there's a lot here. And we cannot sleep on this. So y'all, make sure you get all of your friends in North Carolina who are voting age. If they're not registered to vote, get them to register to vote, y'all. We cannot, primaries were like low turnout, and there's still some coming up, but we cannot just shut all this out. I want to know some of your thoughts on this. And imagine, if she's going to be superintendent of schools, we get this an administrative role, but what will be some of her administration? What would that look like? What type of policies and rules? Like, what is she indicating? What is she communicating to these students? And like, people have been trying to interview her, and she's like, I said what I said, pretty much, or she's trying to avoid answering the questions. Yeah, yeah. Latrice Jones says, thank you. Let me rally all my NC folks. Listen, her name is Michelle Morrow. All right, y'all, this is good. This is good. And I actually had to say, well, Ron DeSantis, this is good. This is good. USA Today's report. Yeah, I just said this is good with Governor Ron DeSantis. So I guess he figured, okay, I done messed up in some areas, so let me come back and fix this. So listen, y'all, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, this is coming out of USA Today, was the first to report, signed legislation Wednesday, just yesterday, prohibiting local municipalities from allowing people to camp or sleep on public property. Now, stop right there. Many people are putting that out there, just what I just said, what I just shared with you all, without putting the rest of it. Y'all, I don't know if Crystal's on here, but this is what I mean by vetting sources and getting the entire picture. Because there's more to the story, and people are taking the story and they're running with it. Well, there's more, so keep listening. Vowing that the measure would ensure homeless individuals have resources they need to get back on their feet. And it is actually in the bill. It is the legislation. It is. So you can't just read the first part like, he's not going to let homeless people be on the street. Read the rest of it. Because his thing is, and they've given $30 million to this effort. Now, people are then those who are giving the rest of it, or at least part of it, or spending it however they want to spend it to make them feel good and look good. We don't do that here in News and Motion. They're saying that's not enough. Well, that's a start. So let me keep reading. At the bill signing, Governor DeSantis and top Republicans in the Florida legislature highlighted their anti-public camping bill. Again, people are running with that. They have an anti-public camping bill. Read the entire thing. You're reading is fundamental, okay? Would provide what are known as wraparound services. Now, y'all, in the bill, and it's spelled out specifically, reading is fundamental. That it would include mental health care for the state's homeless population, food, and shelter. Okay, so the governor said that the bill will help maintain and ensure the Florida streets are clean and that Florida streets are safe for our residents. Again, people are spending on that. People are spending on that. And it's like, read the entire thing. So, y'all, this legislation, which takes place, which will take effect on October the 1st, requires municipalities, hear this, to designate a specific public space for camping and sleeping if the shelters are full, with approval from the State Department of Children and Family Services. They must include security, behavioral health services, and bathrooms with clean running water. So, y'all, when y'all hear somebody say, Ron DeSantis, people in Florida kicking folks off the street, say there's more to that story. And we have to give the complete story, people. We have to. So this is really good. I actually give him a standing ovation for this one. So they're designating $30 million to kick this off. Now, here's the other thing. Because I'm nosy, Yvonne. Here's the other thing. It will go into effect October the 1st. The $30 million, reading is fundamental, y'all. The $30 million takes them to the end of the year budget. So you're talking really $30 million for a quarter, which is 3 months. So you're looking at $10 million a month. $10 million a month. Heather says this is actually a wonderful idea. It starts to address the issue. Absolutely. Absolutely, y'all. This is really good. Now, in the other news, we have the AP reporting Hong Kong. I want y'all to hear this too, because I said, woo, if this is happening, and if Buttercup gets back in office, y'all can bet that's going to happen here. Hong Kong lawmakers unanimously passed a national security law on Tuesday, strengthening punishments for offensive tied to dissent and espionage. First, you're thinking, oh, that's good, right? Got to keep reading. You have to keep reading. The law becomes effective as of this Saturday. Hi, Lori. Will expand the city's ability to crack down on activists and journalists. Many have been jailed following the 2019 anti government protests. Yeah, they call this Article 23 in Hong Kong, and it's named after a section of Hong Kong 1997 mini constitution that mandated such law was fast tracked by the city's pro Beijing legislator. Yeah, and it expands on the China imposed national security law from 2020, punishing treason and insurrection with life in prison. So, y'all, when you read all of this and you have to take it all apart, there's a portion of it that sounds good. It's like they're not fooling around with treason and insurrection. So, that part of it's good. But then the other part of it is so then you can't protest and you're going to jail activists and journalists. And there's so much there. But I also realize I'm not in Hong Kong. I don't really understand their law. So maybe there are some pieces that are missing. Okay. But I thought it was important to share this with you all so that we can look at some of the things that are happening when it comes to dissent and espionage in Hong Kong and then activists and journalists. And they named them specifically. I thought that was very interesting. And I was trying to understand, and I still don't have the answer as to why are they only calling out activists and journalists. So it's just really interesting to see how this is going to unfold and how we here in America may try to take some of their language or some of their legislation or what they call Article 23 and try to work it for us. So just pay attention to that. That is why I'm sharing this. Kim Edmonds says reading is fundamental. It is. It is. It really is. Gotta keep reading. Yes, Yvonne, we gotta keep reading. So I wanted to share that. The other thing, talking about a little bit of lifestyle here. Again, this is a little different today. I want all of us to pay attention to our bodies. Okay. Pay attention. Pay attention to your body and advocate on your behalf when it comes to seeing your physician, your doctor, and talking with your insurance agency or whatever. Marion says, News in Motion gives you all the news, not part of the news. Thank you, Gail. You are welcome. And that's what we pride ourselves on doing here. Yeah, there was a sudden passing of a popular beauty vlogger, Jessica Petway. And it has now rocked social media over the last 48, 72 hours. On March the 11th, it was announced that the 36-year-old mother of two lost her battle with stage 3 cervical cancer. But that's what she lost the battle with. However, she was reportedly being misdiagnosed with fibroids. So I've been reading many articles. That's why I'm sharing it here. I've been reading many articles, reading some from her family members, one who has been fact checked as her sister, stating they kept saying that she had fibroids, but that she wasn't resting. She was very lethargic. She couldn't really eat. She could not really take, even bathe or shower. She was just exhausted. And I want us to, I want to say now, there's a section in the book, Inspire Call to Action, where I talk about advocating on your behalf. I've also written other articles about it on my Medium platform. We have to advocate for ourselves. And if you're not able to advocate for yourself, take someone with you. Take someone with you who can advocate on your behalf. Don't just take it. You know your body. You know your body. Yes, we want to respect our physicians. That's why we got to get physicians we can trust. The past 2 years, I have changed all except my OBGYN, who, if you're in Central Ohio, she's phenomenal. Her name is Dr. Dana Moulton. Absolutely phenomenal. I have now all Black doctors. Not that I'm against any white doctors or people of other nationalities or ethnic groups, but I wanted to find people. I interviewed them. I sat down. I had consultation with them before I decided as to who I was going to see. I wanted to know how, we communicate in the patient portal. What does that look like? So here's my question to all of you. This is a part of the community town hall today. How do you advocate on behalf of your health? What does that look like? And also, are you comfortable with your doctor, or do you leave there scratching your head with more questions? Please put that in the chat. And I'll go back to the mini conversation we had yesterday with Princess Catherine. It's like, is she really out walking around because she was forced out because people started this whole hashtag, where's Kate? Where's Kate? Where's Kate Middleton? Is she sick? Did she run away? Is she having a divorce? Is her husband fooling around on her? We should not allow the community to push us into something when it's not time. Adrian says blood work should have revealed the real diagnosis, right? You would think. And I think about my mom, who y'all know is bedridden. I just think about even the virtual doctor's appointments. I'm always asking questions. I'm always saying things like, when they ask or they suggest that she goes get a test or go get this surgery or that surgery, I'm always asking, well, what's the quality of life if we do that? What does that look like? Questions that we need to ask before we just jump into something. Dr. Antoinette says, I love my primary care and my cardiologist. Yes, you have to really have a trust with them, that you know that they're doing the right things for you and what that looks like. Dr. Antoinette also says both take the time and listen and answer my questions. If they listen and answer, I guess I got to put my glasses on. And then Heather says, let's pop up Heather so we can see what Heather is saying. I have been fighting insomnia for years. I'm frustrated because all they do is prescribe medicine and never really have found a true reason why. It's mentally exhausting to have to depend on a pill. Yes, and my doctor's spouses does not. It's on there big. Does not like taking medicine. I tell them, I'm not taking this. What is this? And then I go Google it and see all the side effects before I fulfill anything. What is happening? As many of you know, I think I shared this here when I was sick this past December, and they gave me I don't know, something for the flu. I was hallucinating. And I was like, no. My husband recognized it first. I was hallucinating. So we called the doctor, and she said, well, that's the number one side effect. Well, why in the world did you give me this? If I'm gonna be sick, I gotta have my mental, I need to have my mental in place. So now my thing says she cannot take this medication straight. And I looked at it later. When I was sick, I didn't look at it seriously. I thought my husband did, but I didn't look at it. And that's the first side effect. May cause hallucination. I said, oh no, I can't take this. Davia says, I don't leave. Let's see what Davia is saying. I don't leave with unanswered questions or a plan to address them. I come to my appointment prepared with detailed observations of my body, symptoms, and trends. Yes, y'all keep a notebook, and don't have a problem going there with the notebook and say, okay, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. These are the changes. Like, you have to know your body. Pay attention. Pay attention. For Lent, I don't mind sharing this with you all. For Lent, did a fast. I'm doing a fast, but I also am doing it with the intermittent fasting, which I will continue beyond Lent. Okay, y'all, I sleep better because I'm done eating by 4. Now, side note, if there's something going on, if there's date night or something like that, I will eat later. Okay, I will have the sugar. Okay, if I want to, but I sleep better. I feel better. My mental clarity is better. My health is all around better. I done lost about 14 pounds better. Hello, somebody. But I feel great. And when I eat that dessert on a Friday night for date night, by Saturday, I feel like crap. I'm like, oh no, I can't be eating this anymore. So you have to pay attention to what works for you and how it works for you. Y'all, seriously, I went to my annual appointment. My doctor said, what are you doing? I said, well, it's Lent. And I said, I gave up this. She said, you haven't had a mimosa? I said, I probably had 2 mimosas, and we're almost to the end of the 40 days. And she said, see how life is different for you? And I said, I'm still gonna have my mimosa. We kind of like laughed about it, but the truth is, she compared my blood work to my last year to this year. Y'all, they're night and day, and that's less than 40 days, and I feel great. You have to be mindful of that. Mary Jackson says, if your primary care provider doesn't listen to you, doesn't listen, you can change providers. It's patient's choice for your provider that will listen. And then Kim Edmondson just gives a claps. Regina says, review your electronic medical record, get a second opinion, ask questions. Providers don't always have the answers initially. Yvonne Gardner says, when my doctor retired and I thought I had a replacement wrong, I left the first visit disappointed. She wasn't listening to me, so I began to search again, and I'm so pleased with who I have now. Good. Yes, keep searching, keep searching. Heather also says, Marion, you are correct. Other frustrations. Yes, 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 y'all. Keep searching. You have the right to keep searching. And I feel so bad for this, the family, the mother of two, and lost her battle. And then Lori says, that's awesome. Pay attention to your body, not just when you feel bad, but also when you feel good. Find out why. Either way, you have one body. You are absolutely correct. All right, y'all want to turn to Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors. Y'all, isn't this just a good time on Thursday? So it's not all heavy. 3 months after being found guilty of assault, actor Jonathan Major now faces new allegations in a defamation lawsuit filed by his ex-girlfriend, accusing him of verbal and physical abuse, according to civil complaint. CNN reported that Grace Jabari filed a suit Tuesday in the New York federal court, alleging battery, assault, intentional infliction of emotional distress, malicious prosecution, and defamation. According to the suit, these accusations stem from incidents allegedly occurring during their nearly 2-year relationship. What y'all got to say about that? Is it because he's now been seen with the actress? I can't think of her name. And they're out there doing reels, kissing each other, all dressed up. People are all around him. Or is this that she's saying, nope, I'm not done. You did these things to me, so I'm coming after you. What do y'all think of that? I would love to hear y'all's response to that. Yes, Megan Good. That's her name. Thank you, Lori. Megan Good. So they've been out there very public in their relationship. So I just want to know what you think. I want to know what you think about that. So if you get a chance, put something in the chat. Let me know what you think about that. And as you're doing that, I want us to also talk about spring. So when did it really hit? It actually hit. Davia says too much smoke around him. Must be some fire. I want Megan Good to get out of this relationship. Listen, I said the same thing. I was like, come on, Megan. No. Didn't she just get a divorce? I was like, no. I don't want you. No, wrong. So I don't know. Yeah, too much smoke around him. Too much. Good observation, Davia. And Yvonne saying that she agrees with you. So Lori says spring went back to hiding. It did. But let's talk spring. Adrian says, back away, Megan. Yeah, we down for the girl, aren't we? Like, Megan, you need help, give us signal, something. So y'all, let's talk spring. All right. This is leap year. And in leap year, many people, every year is normally March the 21st. Well, leap year, we even skipped over the 20th and went to the 19th. Now, listen, y'all, I failed in science, okay? Not my thing. But reading is fundamental. So you have to read and understand. So when we came in on Tuesday, I said, y'all, hello, spring, happy spring, everybody. Some of y'all emailed me talking about, girl, it wasn't spring. You didn't do your research. Yeah, I really did. You didn't do yours. Spring began at 11:06 p.m. on March 19th. So I was probably a few hours early, but I knew it happened on March 19th. People are saying, well, if it's leap year, why did it skip March 20th? Well, it's called a thing called equinox, okay? Again, I failed science. I'm going to be very careful here because I know what I'm talking about, but I can't real go deep with it, okay? So Miss Shirley said, get out. Look at that. And Dr. Antoinette said, spring and winter are boxing. Listen. Yeah, y'all, it's just crazy. I'm waiting for the tornado sirens, okay? So March 21st. So next year, it will be March 21st. So people are saying, well, what happened to March 20? Just Google it. Google the word spring and equinox, equinox, EQUINOX. Google that, see what it is, put it with spring, and you'll get all the science pieces behind it. But I just want to tell y'all, I was right. March the 19th. Okay, I was a few hours early, but it still happened on March the 19th. All right, y'all, what are some things you can do this spring? And I just want to ask you all, what do you look forward to this spring, this particular spring? Is there anything that you're planning on doing? What are you looking forward to? Put that in, and I'm going to give you a few things. Here's a few outdoor activity ideas. Some people are saying plant, and this is coming from Real Simple, plant a spring garden. Go see the cherry blossoms in DC. Have a picnic in the park. Go for a run, a hike. Start some seeding in your lawn. Play softball. Ride a bike. Go horseback riding, which I really want to do that. Like, I haven't done that in years. I really want to go horseback riding. So spring activities for kids: fly a kite. I don't think that's just for children. I think we can fly kites too. Look for four-leaf clovers, jump in puddles. We've talked about that before here on These in Motion. Climb a tree. I'm not doing that. Play catch. What to eat and drink. Eat some roasted asparagus. I would even say grilled. It is amazing. Let's see. Eat jelly beans. Nope, that's too much sugar. Make strawberry shortcake. I will be having one of those. Yeah, there's this dessert if you're in Columbus, Ohio, at Kitchen Social. It's called the brown butter cake. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Um, then mindful activities: listen to the rain, notice the trees budding, seek out a rainbow, listen to birds singing, wear comfortable shoes, go for a hike, walk, buy a colorful umbrella, visit the zoo. That's always good. Get caught in the spring shower. All kinds of things. So you can go to Real Simple. We'll put the link in there later on. You can go to realsimple.com and check out some of the things that you can do. Kim Edmondson says, I want to plant a garden. We'll see if it will actually get done. Girl, yeah, you should have a planting garden party. And we all come over and have some mimosas and plant. Now maybe zigzag when we're done, but we can do that. Heather says, sit on my back porch at the end of the day and watch my grandson play. What a blessing. That is probably really amazing. Deborah says, I was at an appointment, so I was just catching up. Please read carefully. I was given someone else's prescription at CVS. See, y'all? Make sure your name is on there. I think even a prescription place now should also say, can you give me your name, your date of birth? And they're looking at, just like when you're in the hospital or doctor's office, they keep asking the same question to make sure you are that person, because mix-ups will happen. So I'm glad you were on the case with that, Deb. Dr. Antoinette said in Baltimore, saying is, if you don't like the weather, wait an hour, it will change. Honey, in Ohio too. Lori says, I look forward to purging more and refreshing a room decor. I get more decorating clients in the spring. Yay for that. And then Deb says, I'm definitely into gardening. Y'all have too many allergies to do that. I can't do that, but that sounds real good. Now, y'all, what to look forward to in the Friday rundown tomorrow? It drops at 8:25 a.m. Eastern time, and Regina Short says planting a herb garden this year. Yay! First time home buyers will be in the Friday rundown. Black neighborhoods, up and coming Black neighborhoods will be in there. Y'all got to read all these articles. They're really phenomenal. The election calendar, as I promised, I'm putting that back in there. The Supreme Court decision on social media in the White House, I'm putting that in there. Travel, there's some good travel stuff I'm putting in there. Senate Bill 4 out of Texas, I'm putting that in there, and more. Y'all, the inspirational message today: reflection, renewal, and revival. Y'all, this Easter, as we prepare to go on our break, we will return. As you see that ticker going across there, we will return on Tuesday, April the 9th. We want you all to experience on this Easter the resurrection power. Yeah, we want you to experience the resurrection power. We want you to reflect. We want you to have a time of renewal. We want you to have a time of just being still. We want you to have a time of just sitting outside on your patio or your porch or in your car or at a park or wherever, and just be still. Think, go back over your life, write down some of your accomplishments, have a journal leading up to Easter Sunday, and write down things that you hear God speaking to you in this hour, things that you can do. Davia sent me video this morning that just really blessed me, and she and I both could relate to this because so often people try to tell you what to do, and you're like, okay, but I believe you can do it. I believe you can write the book. I believe you can build a business. I believe you can have that conference. I believe you can gather people together. I believe you can design your home. I believe you can do XYZ. You have the power. Do it. Stop looking for someone else to do it for you and tap into what you can do for yourself. I need to tell y'all this, and I hope I can get through this without tears. I never would have believed what is happening with this book ever. Didn't see it coming. Not at all. Now I understand why it took so long. Carl Wright and I were talking yesterday. Y'all remember the first cover? I don't even know if it's even out there anymore. The first cover, no, it didn't even go. Carl said when he saw this picture, and this is before I even knew to put this on this book, he said, when you took those pictures last year and I saw that picture, he said, oh, this is worthy of a book cover. And then we were able to look at it and say, this is inspire. I never would have known, never would have thought, never would have considered what could happen here. I think I put my best work in here. But I also know this was God all the way. Now, I don't know why some of y'all reading more than one devotional a day, but it's your book. You do what you want to. But the feedback, the pictures, the images, how this is just taken off is absolutely mind blowing. But I also know it's God. So listen, if God can use me to do this, I know without a doubt that God can use you to do much more than you could ever think or imagine. Much more. People ask, should one be careful in promoting their work? You better promote it or else how anybody gonna know? But as the video I watched this morning, if only 10 people would have bought this book, that would have been 10 people. But it has far exceeded that. Like it's in the hundreds. I think it's almost tapping on the thousands. That's why my hand is tired. That's why, I'm like, I got to stop signing these books. And I'm glad I have a daughter who says, okay, mom, that's enough. Cut it off this Friday. That's it. And I have to listen and pay attention. Those are the many advisors I talked about in the inspirational message the other day. We have to have many advisors and we have to listen, have trusted advisors that you can listen to. She is someone I trust. She's younger than me. She's my daughter, but I trust her 1,000%. She goes, that's it. No more. You're not going to sign anymore. You can put your name in it, but no more personal notes. Not unless you're doing a book signing somewhere or a book reading somewhere or something like that. She said, but this is it with this. And I had to pay attention to that. But I promote it. I share it because I know there's things in here that's changing the lives of people. I'm already hearing the testimonies. I'm already hearing them. So y'all, listen, whatever you do, you promote your thing as well. Promote it, talk about it, share it, be excited about it. Y'all, I'm excited about this. I've never been excited about a book. I wasn't even excited about my first book like I am about this book because I already see the changes it is making in the lives of others. So what is it you're going to do? So y'all, we got Palm Sunday on Sunday. We go up to Good Friday. We have Easter. We have Easter Monday. Again, we will return on April the 9th. But y'all, reflection, renewal, revival. This Easter, we want you to experience the resurrection power. Y'all, this is Gail Dudley. This is Isaiah Jones. Y'all, it's been great. We've gone full blast. We're not taking a whole month off. We're only going to take 2 weeks off. We will be back on April the 9th. Our hope is that when we return on Tuesday, April the 9th, the numbers in YouTube will have doubled and we will have on here live, not our 16, 17, 18, 20. And then we have the podcast as well, which is a totally different number. We want to see these numbers increase, not because we want it for ourselves, but we want it for you so that you can get the necessary news and information that has been vetted and is fact, and we want to share it with you. Yes, Kim Edmondson, I'm planning on enjoying the break. Yes, I am. I'll be hanging out with my girl, Dominic Dudley. We're going to have some fun. So I'm looking forward to it. So y'all know what I say. Y'all be well, reflect, renew, revive, experience the resurrection power. We are out.
Deuce in motion.